Hello everyone, this is 707 Bros Time with another video. This time we're gonna draw a hunter. So as you guys can see on screen, this is how he ends up looking like. So if you guys want to learn how to draw him, then let's get started. But I warn you guys, he is a little bit difficult. He's not that difficult, but he is a little bit challenging. So don't be discouraged if you have trouble drawing him, because I did. So yeah. So first of all, we're just gonna start with the circle. So just try to make a perfect circle, or as close as you can, because we're gonna base everything off this circle. So if it's not perfectly round in a way, it's just you guys are gonna have a hard time drawing them. So after we got that circle, we're gonna do this line right here on the side, and just pay attention to the gap that it has on both sides. And then we're gonna do another line, which is not in the middle. If you guys pay close attention, it's not right in the middle. It's a little bit lower than the middle. So as long as you get these lines and the circle, the shape of the circle, you guys will be fine, because we're gonna base almost everything on these two lines and circle. So I recommend you guys pause the video, just so it could be a little bit at your speed. And I'm sorry for those flashes. I think there's only like two, so I'm really sorry. I don't know why they show up. So now we're gonna do the eyes, and it's just a line, and then just pay attention to the angle that the lines make. He's starting to look like a Voltor on Electro right now. And I do end up erasing this one. And the reason I'm doing this one longer is because we're gonna use that for the ear, for the middle of the ear. So that's why I changed it, because it was a little bit too high for my taste. So I just make it a little bit lower and change the angle a little bit. So we're gonna make it about this long. So if you mark the middle where it touches the circle, that line that we did, if it touches the circle, it's close to the same length on each side. Alright, so now that we got that done, we're gonna draw this line from the other line, on the eye, and this is gonna be one of the ears, and then just connect it and make this triangle shape. And then we're gonna start doing the other one, and just try to make both of them the same thickness. Don't make one too thick compared to the other one. And then if you guys notice that the height of each ear is similar, so if you guys make a line from one tip of the ear to the other one, they should be around the same level, because if you make one higher than the other one, it's gonna look weird. So now we're gonna start on the eyes. So just basically it's just a straight line at the bottom, and then it just curves a little bit up with the soft edge, and then the same on the other side. But if you guys notice, on the left side it's not straight, it kind of goes up a little bit on the left side. So I think that's gonna be where most of you guys are gonna have a hard time just doing those eyes. But as long as you get those eyes and those ears like that, then everything's just gonna fall in place. So now we got most of the heart part. So yeah, so now we're gonna start on the mouth. We're gonna use that line we did at the beginning, and right here I'm doing the fangs, or no, I'm doing the bottom of the mouth, I'm sorry. And just look at the gap that it makes. And another thing you guys might notice is that on the left side it's the gap is a little bit smaller than on the right. So it gets a little, like, the line goes down a little bit as it goes to the right. See, it goes down a little bit more than the left side, and that's because he's at an angle. So the mouth is showing a little bit more on the right side, his left. And now we're gonna do the bottom area, the jaw area. We're gonna use that same circle we did at the beginning, and we're gonna use it to do another straight line, which is kind of like the tail area. And now we're gonna do we're gonna complete that by doing another line and connecting those two to make this triangle shape. So as you guys can tell, it's more bigger than the ears. So now he has these two other spikes right here, and this one's around half the size of the ear, and then he has a third one which is around half the size of the other one. So he just has these three, and just another thing, just try to make those the same thickness in a way. And then yes, another little spike right there, and then the middle one's the biggest one, and a small one right there. So now it's all about details. Details is what's gonna make Hunter. So now the eyes, I just added the eyes, and it's not a circle, it's kind of like an oval shape. So now we got that done, we can start doing the fangs. So one of the fangs starts around right under where the right eye starts, and then it's the same for the other one. And these are gonna be the biggest fangs, I believe. He has 4 on top and he has 4 on the bottom. So this is where I make a mistake. I draw these spikes like on the other side, it has 3 again, and the bottom one's a little bit smaller, but I didn't do the angle right. They should be going up more, because right here it's kind of going just straight to the side, and they should be going up. So I do change that once I finish the video. I'll show you guys the final outline, or the final drawing of how he ends up looking like, and you guys will notice that I do change that. So you guys can change it right now just to make sure. So now we're gonna draw another fang. He has a smaller one. So like I said, he has 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, and then smaller right here. And then he has 4 at the bottom, but at the bottom they're all close to each other and they're the same length. So this line is just for the tongue area. So it's kind of rounding a little bit. So now we're gonna start doing the teeth at the bottom, or fangs. And like I said, there's 4 of them, so we'll use that outline, the line that we use for the mouth, to do them, to help us place them. So we're mostly finished with everything. So I erased that line right there. So as you guys can see, it doesn't line up. On the bottom of the mouth doesn't line up with the top part. Because if you line them up, it's just gonna look round and it's just not gonna look right. So right here, I just make the jaw a little bit darker. And yeah, so like I said, we're basically got everything there. Now it's all about adding details. And then here I just make those lines a little bit darker, and I think I changed the fangs a little bit. I changed the gap in the middle of the 2 middle ones. I think I make it longer a little bit, but like I said, you guys will see once I finish the video. And then you guys could just use that to base your guys' drawing. So because this is a sketch still, this is a rough sketch, rough outline, and then we're just gonna do one of the hands. And I think there's another hard part. I recommend you guys stop the video for this hand, because it's not that easy to explain how to draw the hand. It's all about just about looking and copying it. But one of the things I can tell you is that the fingers should be around the same thickness, because don't make one fatter than the other one, because it would just look weird. And they're not round at the point, they're kind of like pointy. They're kind of like they're just pointy. And then I think this one's easier. See, it's like point at the end, and he has 3 in each hand. So I think it's gonna be one of the hardest parts because it's really hard to explain. It's just a unique shape, and then the little one right here is smaller. And I think we're done. I think right now just start erasing all those unwanted lines, those extra lines, the reference lines that we used. And this is a time where you guys notice anything that might look weird or doesn't match up. Now's the time you guys can change it. Now that you guys got an overall look of the picture, now it's easier to notice any mistakes or anything that just doesn't look right. So now's the perfect time to change it. Right here I just fix the eyes, clean them up a little bit. The ears, just make those lines a little bit darker, that way they stay there, and if I erase anything they won't erase. So right here, like, I go over those, but like I said, I change those. I change the direction they go. I make them go a little bit pointier, pointing a little bit higher, because like that it just looks weird because both sides don't match up. So that's one of those things that I change at the end, because I go back and I look at the drawing once I finish recording, because right now when I'm drawing while doing the video while recording, I have a hard time looking at the picture because I'm looking at it from an angle. So there might be some things that just don't look right, but on the angle that I'm looking at it, they don't show up, or they don't look weird. So once I finish recording, I grab the picture and I get a closer look, and then that's where I start noticing anything that doesn't look right, and that's when I change it. So that's when I change those spikes that I said on the left, and then the fangs in the mouth, but they're still okay like this. So but I just want to make the gap a little bit longer, and then I'm fixing the hand right here. So this is like the perfect time to make any changes before you make everything darker and make the official drawing, in other words. So he was hard. In my opinion, he was hard. This is my first time drawing him, but I don't know, it's just, I don't know why it was hard, because I drew Gasoline and I drew Gengar. So if you guys want to check those videos out, I'll leave a link at the end of this video so you guys go check them out. But I feel that Hunter was the hardest one. Alright, so now that we're done here, let me show you the finish up drawing right here. As you guys can tell, I changed the left spikes. I made them pointing higher or up, just to match the other ones on the right side. I'm having them go the same angle. And then I changed the fangs, like I said, right, the middle ones, I made a bigger gap on them. And I think that's the only thing I changed. The only thing I would change if I went back would be the eyes, because they look a little bit off. They don't look leveled. So that's one of the things I would change, but it's not that noticeable, only if you really pay close attention. So yeah, so just make sure that the ears are on the same level. Don't make one going way higher than the other one, because it's just gonna look weird. And the hands are, like I said, really hard to explain, so you guys could just look at it and just try to draw it as close as you can. But just keep in mind that you guys need to keep them the same thickness. Don't make one finger thicker than the other one, and then at the end they're pointing, they're not round. And yeah, so overall I think it came out okay, harder than I expected, but overall I think we were successful in drawing them. So here's how I ended up coloring them. But remember, this is not a how to color, this is just a how to draw. And I just color them just to I don't know, just to finish it up in a way. I don't usually color my drawings. I just started coloring for these tutorials that I'm doing on YouTube. So before YouTube, I would color my drawings every now and then, but it wasn't like one of those things that it was just a must, you know what I mean? I don't know, for some reason I rather have my drawings in pencil than coloring them. I'm probably because I never colored as a kid. Usually I just drew them. I didn't have any colors. Or maybe I just don't like coloring. Let's just leave it at that. And if you guys want to know what colors I used the purple, like a kind of like a dark purple, bluish purple for the shadows on Hunter. And I pressed fairly hard to the paper. It made the colors stand out a little bit more. If you compare them to the Gasoline and the Gengar that I made, on those I went a little bit lighter, and it gives it a different look. It doesn't even look like I used the same material for each one. And then for the highlights I used lighter purple. Yeah, so that's basically all I used. And then I just used another purple, kind of this reddish purplish violet color, to go over the whole picture, just to blend those colors. And overall I think it came out pretty good. And so if you guys want to color them too, you guys can use whatever. Like I said, I use color pencils. And then you guys could just look at the highlights, look where the color changes and all that. And then for the mouth I just used the light pink, and then on top I used the same pink, but then I used a thing like a red, and then I went over it with the pink again, just so it could look like it's the same but darker. And then for the eyes I used the gray, just to color the right under the eyebrow, and just to give it a little bit of shadow, and not just so it wouldn't just be like white, you know what I mean. And then basically that's it. And then I just outlined it once more in pencil, because I really like that look to it, that color pencil feeling. There's no pen, there's no dark marks or anything like that. For some reason this is how I picture drawings when I think of a drawing like this, because there's like a lot of digital art, and it just doesn't look like a drawing. It doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. I don't know, I guess it's just me, but this is how I picture a drawing, and overall I think he came out okay. So yeah, so I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't. I do a video almost every single day. Right now I'm just focusing on Pokemon. So if you guys have any suggestions on Pokemon that you guys want me to draw, just leave a comment in the comment section, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll try to do it as soon as I can. If you guys enjoy drawing Pokemon, I have a lot more videos on my channel. I have how to draw a lot of mega Pokemon, but they're a little bit more complicated, since they have a lot more going on. But yeah, so I also got a lot of just random Pokemon in general. I got Pikachu, Pichu, Raichu. I like how Pikachu came out, and that one was fairly easy, and also Pichu. Those were probably one of the easiest Pokemon to draw. So if you guys want to learn how to draw those, just make sure you guys check out my channel. I also have a lot of most of the evolutions. The only one I still need to this day is Sylveon, but I try to make it as soon as I can. And yeah, so I just have a lot of random Pokemon that you guys might want to check out. So if you guys want to learn how to do more Pokemon, so just subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of videos, like I said, almost every day. So yeah, so I just want to say thanks for watching. Leave a like because it really helps me out, you guys, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. 707 Brostown out.